Hope you're all doing great. I'm Sushmita from Zoho Community, and today we are going to be discussing three vital best practices you as an admin can implement to boost your sales team's productivity and foster your lead prioritization, nurturing, and conversion. Aside from managing your company's database, being a CRM admin comes with a lot of responsibilities. Regulating and optimizing your CRM users' activities is paramount here. We took a look at the features in CRM that are being used, and several of these best practices features aren't implemented in most CRM accounts. The following features helped our users shave a considerable chunk of time they spend following up on pointless and dead leads. It cuts down the time they spend doing tasks that can easily be automated instead. On our panel today are Sundarjan and Aishwarya, our community relations specialists. They'll be answering any questions you have related to this focus group today. Some housekeeping information before we get started. To ensure smooth sailing, we have pre-recorded this webinar. Attendees will be muted throughout the course of the webinar, but you can access the audio through your computer. If you have any questions throughout the session, access the toolbar and post your questions. Our panel will get right to answering them. Also, this webinar recording will be emailed to you post this session. We are going to go over three ways you can better your lead prioritization, nurturing, and conversion. To prioritize leads, we are going to look into how you can assign scores to your leads and follow up on them, and how you can keep a tab on all your activities. To set up workflows to nurture leads, we'll look into setting up automations around your score and date fields and autoresponders and see which fits your use case better. Let's also look at converting email contacts into valid CRM leads by implementing Gmail plugins, Sales Inbox, BCC Dropbox, and Email Parser. Now let's say that you've got a sales team of about 15 people. You've got a fresh batch of leads, and all your top 15 salespeople start reaching out to them right away. Do you have a first in, first out approach or just random screening? Either way, the first 5 minutes you spend contacting your leads are the only ones that actually matter. A study shows that responding in 10 minutes versus the initial 5 puts you at an 80% drop in conversion rate. Because let's face it, there's a pretty high chance one of your competitors reached out to them in that time span. Prioritizing your leads center around lead scoring. This allows you to pre-qualify your leads and decide on which fields you'll need to monitor. A typical CRM leads module will have multiple leads to capture the client's details. Depending on your line of business, some fields are vital while others aren't as important. Taking the values of these leads into consideration lets you prioritize which leads you want to get cracking on first. Let's look at setting up scoring rules. Here, we'll assign scores based on several factors, including field values such as city, country, or state, their phone number, or even based on how large the lead might amount to. After scoring rules, we look at creating reports to show all your activities under one salesperson. Now, enabling lead scoring generates a normalized score that encompasses all the relevant or high priority fields in your leads module. You get to choose how you prioritize these factors and assign scores for all your leads accordingly. Let's look at setting one up. Go to your setup page and on your top right corner under automation, find your scoring rules. I'm going to go with my leads module, but you have all these 4 modules that you can choose from. I'm going to select my state is California, which I'll explain later, where I'm adding 10 points. I'm choosing to add 10 points instead of subtracting. If my phone number is not empty, I'm going to add another 10 points. Okay, so I have added my state as California because my business is centered around Pleasanton and I wouldn't mind making a client call. So I'm prioritizing leads around the Pleasanton area. I want my bigger leads on high priority, so let's add for the annual revenue to be over 10,000. So I'll prioritize my bigger leads. Add another 10 if the lead source is from a Zoho user group meetup. Do not forget to run scoring rules for all records each time you're creating a scoring rule. So I haven't added my lead source yet, so I'm going to go back and add the Zoho user group there. Adding my pick list value, Zoho user group. Now let's get back to my scoring. So adding my lead source, 10 points to that. Again, don't forget to run scoring rules for all records. I'm going to hit continue. And now once this is done, we can go back to our profile and check out all these scores. And there you have it. You can view all your scores over here. Let's also look at creating a filter based on these scores. So you can prioritize what you want to follow up on. You can also create a view. At a later stage in your lead process, you can always go back and engage with your leads by setting up scoring rules based on email insights. You can set up automated emails and stuff based on your score. On to scoring rules, and under email insights, I'm gonna add my scores here. Subtracting for bounced and save. Run it. On to reports. Now I'm creating my reports for users and for my activities, for my emails, and for my notes as related modules. And filtering it such that the leads of a particular owner are shown. Now I can add my activity owner over here. You can pick any other field value you'd like to be seen. These are all the values I've got, but this is enough for now. And run your report. This is how it looks. I'm going to go back and group my activity owner, activity type, and save. There you go. You can also use the report scheduler under reports tab in Zoho CRM to automatically send reports to your colleagues, executive management, and non-Zoho CRM users by scheduling only your desired reports. This can be done based on daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly. Okay. Once the report scheduler is configured, specified reports will be delivered to the recipients as an email attachment. To do this, let's go back to our reports and schedule reports, new report scheduler, and let's choose the lead report we created right now. I'm going to go with XLS file, but you can choose any format you like. I'm choosing a weekly report. I think that makes sense. adding my user and schedule. Now on to our next section for the day. If you're the manager, here in your leads module, you on the left you can create filters to check which of these have been touched, untouched, system touched, or manually touched. This lets you keep a tab on your salespeople and check in once in a while. Alright. So lead nurturing also comes from checking in with your leads once in a while. But more importantly, via sending relevant emails. Now you can of course do this manually, but Zoho CRM's autoresponder can do this for you too, all the while making sure irrelevant emails aren't sent to your contacts and only the relevant ones are. Autoresponders send automated replies and follow-ups to your leads and contacts. A few things to be kept in mind before creating them. A maximum of 3 autoresponders and 5 follow-ups can be set. You will have to manually select the contacts from the mailing lists to exclude them from your next follow-up. Let's look at setting one up, shall we? Let's set up our autoresponder. Go to setup and under your leads, select your autoresponder and go to create autoresponder. Give it a name. I'm going to send follow-up emails based on the service they choose. So follow-up. I'm going to go with a dynamic. So let's go by week and I'll send it every Monday. Choose your template. I have my follow-up email template over here and your end date. Oops. Okay. And you're done. So earlier we looked at setting up scoring rules. Now let's look at automating actions based on it. You can set up a wide variety of workflows. Remember the lead scoring we set up? Well, imagine a lead with a perfect score, a rare one that checks all the boxes. It enters your CRM, but oops, you missed the 5-minute slot you had amidst getting the template ready or choosing that moment to play a video game. Configuring workflows make sure your emails are sent on time, well, among other things, and frees up your time to focus on more important tasks. Let's look at implementing one of our workflows here. Create your rule. I'm going to go with my leads module. I'm going to go with based on my score is increased. And we're going to send an email notification. I'm choosing my template that I've already got ready over here. You can choose to add other instant actions here. I'm just going with email notifications. And save it. Alright. Now on to our next section on how you can move your email contacts into CRM. The first one is pretty straightforward. It's your Gmail plugin. So let's find the extension first. Now this plugin is just for Chrome. Add your extension. And it opens up your Gmail. And that's your CRM. So here you can see all your CRM details, your customers, your deals, authenticate your Zoho CRM, accept, and stuck a bit here. This is going to take a few seconds and we're done. I'm going to just refresh this page. Let's create a lead. So now when you click on this email, you get the option to create a new lead with this email address. Here you can also see all the activities, related campaigns, and all the other CRM related info with respect to this email. I'm gonna search for this in CRM. Yeah, let's go with this one. So you just click on this email address right here. Oops. So search in Zoho CRM. And there you have it. To add this as a lead, all you have to do is go to this panel, add your details. And it has been successfully added. You can view all your closed or open activities, your tasks here. Alright. Let's go back. And now let's look at configuring our sales inbox. Sales inbox is our CRM's email client. Now, Sales Inbox helps you by categorizing your emails unique to your sales processes. Instead of giving you your typical line view, Sales Inbox gives you a Kanban view where it categorizes your emails in 4 different columns: your deals, your leads and contacts, those that aren't in CRM, and your colleagues. Instead of toggling between your email client and your CRM, this view helps you check out all your CRM details, activities, history, and the like right from within your inbox. To set up Sales Inbox, go to your Sales Inbox module and go to your email, and first get started with configuring your email account. I'm going to show this for Gmail right here. Choose IMAP. Sales Inbox can be configured only under IMAP. And your sync is in progress. This might take a couple of seconds for all the emails to come in. And go to my Sales Inbox module and click on Try Now. You can choose to import your filters or not. I'm going to just skip it right here. Now you have colleagues module as well, but since this is a single user CRM account, you see your potentials, your contacts and your leads, and those emails that aren't in CRM. Now you can just choose to click on an email and convert it into your lead. It's just that simple. Click on lead and add your details. And it has been converted. Sales Inbox also has an easy drag and drop feature. Just drag it from one column to the other. I'm creating another lead over here. Adding my details. And I'm done. There you go. Your timeline view, every single detail related to this record. Emails received, emails sent. You can also reply right from within here. Just type your email and send it. Or you can even choose to, schedule an email in case you want to send it at their time. Alright. You can create your folders over here. I'm going to just show you how you can create a filter. You can also create a task. You can compose an email. You can choose whether you want to send it with a delay or not. Alright, back. Okay. Now, for any email that comes into your inbox, you spend a good few minutes reading through, analyzing, and transferring important data into your CRM. I'm not saying stop reading your emails altogether, but the data transfer part, well, email parser will do that for you. An email parser cuts down the time you spend on manually entering customer data into your CRM. For example, if you get a weekly report summary sent to you over your email, an email parser can extract the information from the report and feed it into your CRM. Go to your email and click on Email Parser and create your first parser. Add your parser name and select your module. I'm going to choose to send an email. I'm going to go back to my email right here and compose an email with a bit of data. You've got to copy this content and send it over. And click here. And there you have it. It's all mapped directly to your CRM fields. I'm going to check that box and directly map it. So all of this will directly get transferred into your CRM. I wouldn't have to look at each email and enter each of these records manually into the lead. Lead source. Choose your record owner and your approved email address. And save. Here you can view it. Number of emails received, valid emails. Alright, now on to our BCC Dropbox. When you've got multiple email accounts for your business, it isn't necessary to configure your email accounts within CRM, but you can just use the BCC Dropbox here instead. BCC Dropbox provides a unique email address for each user in your Zoho CRM account. With this email address, you can automatically pull in all the emails sent to your leads and contacts in Zoho CRM. All you have to do is enter the BCC Dropbox email address while sending an email to your leads or contacts. By default, BCC Dropbox will be enabled for all the administrator and standard profiles. To activate it for other users, go to BCC Dropbox and edit your search pattern. Add it in BCC and compose your email. And send. It'll take a couple of seconds. Sorry. Yeah, and there it is. Going to security control to enable this. And that's done. So that's all the best practices we have for today. We are going to have an open house of sorts on our community in a couple of weeks based on these best practices. This Ask the Experts Q&A marathon goes on for 5 hours and invites questions on admin best practices. We'll let you know about it further. In the meantime, visit community.zoho.com to keep up with the CRM latest, more best practices, and the like. If you're looking to implement Zoho CRM better and learn new cool features and tips, join your local Zoho user group and attend one of our free Zoho community meetups. Our product experts would love to meet you in person and discuss all things Zoho CRM. Community meetups are run locally and are listed for most Zoho products. To check out our meetup schedule, visit community.zoho.com/meetups. And that's all our best practices for the day. We are going to move on to the Q&A part. Feel free to use the question box to also tell us what you thought of the webinar, what topics you'd like us to do future focus groups on, and more.